Hello, everybody, and it's 2014. So thank you. See you next time. No, this is episode 57 of the United Gamedom podcast. I will be your host for this one. I'm Dennis, aka studying C++ for for a long time and disregarded video games. I don't know why I'm doing this week, but no matter. I'm joined by my usual colleagues, the usual suspects. Mr. Darren 180 Moore is joining me.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, 180. That's me, folks. You'll understand why later on. I'll talk a bit about why that is.
Yep, and you heard him already, Mr. Derek Dark Souls Karsten. How you doing?
Good.
Yeah.
I've achieved a victory achieved.
Yeah.
I defeated.
Yeah,
You defeated. Yeah. Defeated the Dark Souls. Well, I think you defeated the main stuff and all the DLC, right? Everything.
Yep. I defeated everyone.
Just like Vinny did this week also.
Yep.
So we'll talk about that. I guess we could get into that unless you guys want to talk about other stuff before we get into the games.
Well, there's not really a whole lot of stuff that came out this week anyway. Like we talk about, if you want to talk about the PlayStation Now and anything like that now, because
it's pretty quiet, of course, because holidays just ended and people are getting back into the swing of things. I guess there was CES this week. A couple of announcements coming from there. A couple of interesting ones. One not having to do with video games, which I kind of want to talk about a little bit. But
I think I have an idea what that is.
And one having to do with video games. I haven't looked a whole lot into it. Maybe you guys can help me out on this one. The PlayStation Now, I think it's called.
Yeah.
So what is it exactly?
This is pretty much the whole service that Sony is going to do with the Gaikai technology, which just lets you sort of, play, like, see a stream old PS1, PS2, and presumably PS3 games. Which means if you have a bandwidth limit, usage limit, you're going to get screwed if you tend to play very long games, like Derek was talking to me earlier about before we started the podcast.
Right, that's especially a problem in America rather than Japan or Europe or elsewhere. So yeah, I don't really see the benefit to anybody right now because, like, if you're gonna stream, like, say a Dark Souls or like an old Final Fantasy game, or even like a sports game where you play like a big season like that, you're playing a lot of hours and that's gonna be a lot of bandwidth. And a lot of people have either monthly bandwidth caps, or they'll your ISPs will like throttle you if you use it too much. I have Comcast, and they have a 250 gigabyte monthly cap, but luckily I've never gone over it. And I have looked into it, and it says that they're not enforcing it right now, so I don't know if they're looking to change that or what that exactly means. But I don't know about other companies, but I know I've heard of reports where that's an issue for people. They can go over their cap for the month and they get charged extra. So I mean, this is just going to eat that up, really quick if you're going to use it frequently, especially for a longer game.
So back up.
I don't know. Do you know if it's if it's a service you have to pay monthly for, or if it's part of PSN?
They haven't really I don't think they've speculated yet where it's going to be part of PS Plus now. Like I think Patrick Klepek said, assumingly he sort of speculated, and probably might be the case. So it might be the case is that at the moment where you PS Plus, you get like a certain number of games like free each month.
Yeah.
To download, and you have them as long as you have the subscription. It might be the same way where you have access to a certain number of games through the service when it comes about each month as well. But then you probably have to pay a certain separate subscription pay for it as well, rather than your PS Plus, which, to be honest though, you can get certain games, like, I won't really see the benefit of PS1 games anyway, because the fact is you can get them pretty much like a lot of them you can get on the PSN anyway. Like some of the ones that you'd want to play anyway, and you can just download them on the PS Vita or PSP anyway and play them, like, you know, Final Fantasy and some other games like Metal Gear Solid and the like though. But I don't know, like, I don't think I'll try the site and see how it is though. Hopefully it does a lot more better than be more successful on live was, because that was one of the first sort of big endeavours of this whole, you know, cloud-based stream gaming though, and it necessarily didn't go very well for them at all. So I don't know what this is going to be like now.
So if I understand correctly, it's like if I want to play, let's say, Grand Theft Auto Vice City on my PS4, I can stream it from there. That's right.
Yeah, you can basically choose it and then you stream it. You can pretty much play the game and you'll be streaming it pretty much. And
okay,
it's just like, it depends on your connection though as well. You can have like really bad input lag and things like that now if you don't have necessarily the best connection now.
Yeah.
And also like the quality, like that's also another thing as well. Like if you don't have the best connection, like you can be playing a game that looks absolutely god awful and worse than it actually is.
I don't know how they'll remedy that. They'll probably do something to counter that, because they won't get a whole lot of people using their service if it doesn't work correctly.
Like I didn't look at I don't know if they actually, I don't know, they might have done a demonstration at the show now. I didn't actually look at it. No, I just sort of looked a bit of the information on what it actually is though, so I don't know if they actually had a demonstration now of the thing. So I'll have to look it up and see if they did know and see actually how it actually works. So, but that's just my take on it. See, like, because that was the way the On Life worked when it came out, though, where you can rent a game or buy a game, and you know, you can also you can download like certain games have the demos pretty much as well, and you can also watch other people play as well. But I don't know if it's anything like that now, or if it's more refined and more polished than On Life was.
Okay. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see if the bandwidth can hold, especially in the US, I guess.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because that's probably one of the things as well. Like, that whole US is not necessarily the best way, because a lot of people, especially in more kind of rural areas, they'll have awful internet, and they're not going to get the benefits of this whatsoever.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There's also the Steam machines that were introduced.
Yeah, well, how many were there? Like 50,000?
Something like that. Different companies showing off their Steam machines, like Alienware and other companies also.
Intel, I think.
Intel, what they can do with Steam machines. You guys interested in a Steam machine?
Not
any of you?
Not
No.
whatsoever.
No.
This PC I have at the moment is over 3 years old and it's still doing the job all right. It might be a time I might upgrade this PC properly. Might just sell it on and might just get a new PC, or just upgrade it more. Might just get another case and upgrade the RAM and processor and that there. But I'm not really interested in a Steam machine anyway, because like I said, it's not going to run Windows now. It's only going to run Linux, isn't it? And
yeah, Linux. Yeah.
Majority of the games that I'd want to play probably won't run in Linux whatsoever. So
well, there was
a big waste.
Yeah, they were saying I watched Feedbackula, and I think he was right. Johnny was right when he was talking about that. He says that it's more aimed towards people who, casual people who don't want to shell out a couple of $100 to build a PC, build a gaming PC, and want to experience games that are only on PC, I don't know, like Papers, Please, or Gone Home or stuff like that. They want to experience it on a console or something. I think that's more for those types of people. I think they want to compete with the Xbox One and the PS4 in that category.
But doesn't it just stream games to your TV? Isn't that all it is? It's not actually a PC.
Yeah, I don't think it's a machine per se. I think it's only for games first of all. I don't think you can watch Netflix or whatever on that, and it's just to stream video games. But some people don't want to build their PC to play video games, I guess.
It'll just be like that, pretty much that big picture mode that Steam has.
Exactly, yeah.
It'll just be pretty much that.
Pretty much.
Just pretty much like once you load it up, it'll be probably something like that, rather than the actual OS and things like that now.
Yeah. I'm not interested in the Steam like the Steam machine. I saw a couple of models. They look pretty good, like especially the Alienware one. They look pretty sharp, but I'm not really interested. Like my PC can do pretty much everything that machine can do. So
Yours is an Alienware, isn't it?
yeah, it is Alienware. So I know people bitching about Alienware, saying it's too pricey and stuff like that, but it is. It costs a whole lot, but
Yeah, how much does yours cost? Like over $2,000 or something?
$2,300. but I got some stuff with it. I got a screen. I got a PC screen. I got headset with it, headphones. And a bunch of other stuff with it. So it's not really. It's probably, I would say, maybe around $1,900, maybe something like that. So.
Yeah, mine was £900, and that was just the base itself, no monitor or anything.
Yeah,
but
of course.
Like I said, I just connected that to my TV anyway, though I just didn't really want a monitor. Just connected to my TV in the living room and
didn't buy a screen. You didn't buy a screen for it. You just hook it up. Yeah, with big picture mode, especially in Steam, you can enjoy it on your TV, no problem. You don't really need a screen anyway.
Yep. That's a lot of people do now. I've been doing nowadays anyway. A lot more people are doing that, where they just get the PC and just hook it up to their TV rather than just have a monitor. Like some people still get it like a big monitor or something for their bedroom or whatever. But a lot of people are just using their PC for a lot of things now rather than just gaming. Like they're using it for their streaming and things like that now.
Yeah, I got a monitor because my TV's getting a little old. And I can see the colors kind of fading a little bit in it. So I'm probably going to get a TV this summer when I get my bonus or something from my work. I'm probably going to get it.
How old's your TV?
Oh, how old is it? Maybe I got it before I got the Xbox 360. Like maybe a year or so.
7 years old now.
Yeah. So
7, 8 years old, jeez.
Yeah, it's a pretty old TV, so
time to upgrade it. Yeah, I said, I just got this new LED one there.
Yeah, that's what I want. Is it good for gaming? Do you see some lagging, or do you see some?
No, it seems fine. No.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a LG Smart TV. LG 42-inch LED. I can get a 50-inch if I want though, but the 42-inch is big enough for me anyway. I'm not one of those ones who wants oh my god, big 60-inch plasma TV that costs a fucking grand or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those guys. 42 inches fine. My previous one was just 40 inches, and I had that for 3 years, over 3 years, and I wanted to get a new one now anyway. I just wanted to just get out there and give the old one to my mother. She had the TV in there, which was I think 8 years old.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what I'll do with mine because it's 50 inches, so I'll probably give it to my nephew so he can play some. Because I gave him my 360, so I'll give him my TV. I don't have a 360 anymore, so I cannot play some 360 games anymore. Yeah, but I don't really
consoles.
No,
consoles.
I don't really see the. Too bad it's not backwards compatible, of course, but they'll probably do something for that you can buy them on the shop or something. The old games. And you can play them on. I hope they do something like that, they convert them or something, whatever. But we'll just have to wait and see.
They will, and then probably charge a fucking arm and a leg.
I don't know if you can prove that you have
their own. They got their own streaming service.
Yeah, probably. If you can prove you have the game already, if they look in your achievements. Well, that doesn't really prove that you have it, of course. But
yeah.
But
some of my games, some of those games I have, are rented.
Yeah, exactly.
Same here.
Playing those 1,000-point ones like Avatar.
Yeah, I was talking out my ass on that one, but yeah, I guess they can probably find a way to figure out if you really have the game or something, and then charge you. I don't know, maybe $15 or something, $20. I don't think they charge like $20 for Crackdown.
No,
Well,
just be
it
something
is
like I think
Microsoft,
it's
so,
the
you know.
PS3 and that there where you can, the whole upgrade thing
Mm-hmm.
to prove that you actually have it. Where I think you have to put the disc in the PS4
Yeah.
to sort of prove that you have the PS3 version, so you can upgrade then.
Yeah, that's why I don't want to sell my games. Not yet, anyway. I kind of want to.
I'm not saying that. I traded in a few games there like last week there, so I did. There was I just traded in my Kinect and the Kinect games I had,
Yeah.
and what else did I? I traded in Far Cry 3 and Borderlands 2, the 360 versions, because I already have them in PC anyway, so don't really need those versions. And just I got Fire Emblem and Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
Like I really regret getting that Kinect though. It was a waste of fucking money, to be honest. I don't know why I got that in the first place. Cause I got it I played like 5 minutes of Dance Central. I played a bit of the Kinect Adventures and played maybe like 30 minutes of the Gunstringer and like fiddled around with the dashboard part of it a bit though, and that was it though. It was a waste of £90.
Yeah, that's a. Kinect was pretty much a waste of money, to be quite honest. I don't know what they'll do with this one because it's integrated into the system now, so I don't know how they'll manage that one, but we'll see what the games will do with it. But yeah, and I guess another part, and one to me the most important part of CES so far has been the announcement of the WWE Network, which is coming to the US. What is it? The end of Raw?
End of Raw, February 24th, I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, 24th.
When Raw goes off the air on February 24th, the WWE Network is going to start.
All I can say is to the United States, you lucky bastards.
Yeah. That's a really nice service.
Because apparently us here in the UK and in Canada, we're not getting until like the end of the year.
Apparently the end of 2014, beginning of 2015.
Yeah.
It's not going to come here, but it'll be available on consoles. I don't know if we'll get it on consoles here, though. I don't know if I plug in, if I go on my Xbox One, if the WWE...
It's not going to be on Xbox One right away.
Yeah, probably not. You're right.
Yeah, I think it's
they said they're
PlayStation
like
4,
backlogged or something.
PlayStation 4, like, PC,
PS3,
various
360.
tablet devices, etc.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it'll be available pretty much on, at the end of the year, pretty much every system, I guess, you can get it on. And $9.99 per month. But I think it's
But you have to buy
month.
You have
It's
to
a
buy
6
6
month
months
commitment,
worth.
though.
Yeah, 6-month commitment.
But still, that's still pretty good, though, because you're getting live pay-per-views, and they're like $40-50 anyway.
Yeah.
So you're getting like flipping 6 pay-per-views at the rate of like 1.
Exactly. That's what surprised me the most. Like, pay-per-views now are $50-60 from the WWE, and there's a pay-per-view per month. And now you'll be paying like $10 per month, and you'll get the pay-per-view of that month. In that
But is it in
package.
HD, though?
Apparently, yes. It's
Yeah, they
supposed to
did
be.
say all the content will be, all the stuff's in HD, 720p though. It's not 1080p, it's 720.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, it's still pretty good. I mean, 720p is still all right, I guess. But yeah, you get all the current pay-per-views. You get like I think they said over 1,800 hours of content, like it from.
And you get
go ahead.
WCW, ECW, and WWF.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're getting, apparently they said
Like
like once
pay-per-views.
once it launches, you're going to get access to all the pay-per-views, all those pay-per-views from the get-go, which
Yeah.
I'd like to see if that's the case.
I'd like to watch some old episodes of Nitro.
Yeah.
I don't think it's the shows now. I think it's just all the pay-per-views. I don't know if I'm sure they'll have the archive old shows in the future.
Well, 1,800 hours of content. They'll probably have a couple of shows in there.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. But
yeah, because I honestly like to watch some old, and like I like to watch some of those WCW pay-per-views in ECW. Like WCW wasn't really shown here.
Mm-hmm.
Like for like I already sort of saw it on Channel 5. There's this WCW Worldwide, which is basically this sort of kind of highlight show, I guess. Showed matches of different shows like Nitro and Thunder, and then Nitro came on like the last year or so when it was on, when it was like really god awful.
Yeah. And we used to get ECW, but it was like at 1 a.m. On, I think, Sunday night or something, Saturday night.
Yeah, ECW was on here in like Bravo, which is like when Nitro was on there in like the last year of its life.
Mm-hmm.
But look, the ECW, like the pay-per-views came coming out here in tape.
Yeah.
Remember those people?
VHS tapes, yeah. People selling VHS tapes around. Hey, ECW.
Yeah, like the actual like license when they came out, and then I got a bunch of them because that was the only way I could sort of watch ECW stuff here, because it wasn't shown here at all. It was pretty much just WWF/WWE stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like all the Superstars, Raw, SmackDown.
Yep.
Like it was weird as well because now we get it live, Raw and SmackDown. Raw was on live and out there, and SmackDown the tape that. It was a time like years ago where it wasn't, like it was on live, but we didn't get it like the Friday after it was aired.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember those times. We used to get it live, but TSN used to bring it, but they used to cut. Like you never saw the ending of the show. They used to cut at 11, so you never saw the ending.
No, that sucks.
So WWE got tired of that, and they switched to another broadcast over here, which presents everything from beginning to end and a pre-show and everything. So they do a really good job. But yeah, I'm really excited for the WWE Network. That's a big announcement coming from them. I never thought they would do something like that, but
it's been
cool.
on the cards a while though. I think it's been rumored for quite a while now that they were going to do something like this anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I think they were supposed to do it like some last year or year before or something, but they just keep getting delayed or something for various reasons. But finally came out and announced it now, and I'll be interested in it though. I just hate the fact that we have to wait till the end of the year. That's just a crap thing though, because I'd like to try it out now when it comes about and see how it is.
Yeah, you could watch WrestleMania 30 for $10, not even $10. Yeah.
It'd be like probably about £6-7 here probably if it.
Mhm. Yeah, it's a very very good deal. Even if you have to pay 6 months, I guess in advance if you want. I think it's a really good deal. WWE Network.
Like you're getting, like I say, you're getting 6 pay-per-views for like the price of one on.
Yep.
Then like not your pay-per-view provider, because.
Yeah, and I'll be able to.
Those pay-per-views nowadays aren't worth that money.
No, I don't think they're even worth $10, but whatever. The last ones weren't really worth anything, but I guess we can't really complain. So the US will get the WrestleMania will be the first pay-per-view that will come on the WWE Network, which is pretty cool, I guess. You start off with the major one, I guess. So.
Yep. WrestleMania 30.
Yep.
From. Was it New Orleans?
New Orleans, yeah. I'm surprised it's not in New York, but it was last year in New York.
It was in like New York, New Jersey, pretty much last year, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, WWE Network. I'm interested. I can't wait to see when it comes to Canada. I'll probably get on that for sure.
Yeah, like even though I can already watch some of that stuff on YouTube, but the quality's not necessarily the best.
No,
so it's
exactly.
Like, standard, like, good DVD quality of the old stuff, though, I'll be fine with that.
Yep, I agree. So I guess that's pretty much what came out of CES, unless you guys think of other stuff that came out of it.
No, nothing really. Just that's pretty much all I can think of that's sort of worth talking about, I guess. There's probably a bunch of other stuff, TVs, which
and
they'll cost you an arm and a leg, and
smartphones.
Then some.
Yeah. I think there's like I think it's a $60,000 TV, or $50,000 TV, 120-inch, that was just introduced, like a very Super HD. I don't know if you guys saw that. Like a Super HD
Nope.
TV.
No.
Man, it looks really crazy. Well, you can't really represent it when you're looking at it on PC or on TV, but apparently the image is really crystal clear and very vivid, very live. So, but it's still.
But who the hell?
The problem with that is like nothing. There's no footage that's in that resolution yet, is there?
Yeah.
No, there's not.
Seems like they give it the 4K TVs.
House of Cards will be the first show to be presented in Super HD.
Right.
The second season of House of Cards. That'll be the first one. But there's no content. It's like 3D. There's no content in 3D. So, and that's pretty much going to disappear. I think that didn't really catch on. It's like the Betamax and the DVD. What was it? DVD-ROM? The DVD instead of the
HD
Blu-ray.
DVD.
HD DVD. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it didn't really catch on. So it'll probably disappear. But yeah, what were you going to say, Darren? Sorry, I cut you off there.
I forget myself.
But yeah, I'm not ready to pay $50,000 for a Super HD TV, 120 inch. I think that's a little too big. Like
We paid like 400 for this one. I'm not going to pay anything more than a fucking 500 for a TV. Screw that.
120 inches. That's what it is. Cinema screen probably, or close to it anyway. 120 inch. That's pretty freaking big.
Yeah, if you have a fucking big ass bloody wall to put it on,
Yeah.
be my guess. But
Put it on the side of your house.
Yeah.
On the outside.
fuck, even the size of my house wouldn't flipping probably be big enough to fit it. Cause I live in a terrace house, so
Yeah. Well, yeah, that'll go down in price for sure. So a couple of years from
yeah.
now.
Same with the 4K TVs. Like some of like those ones at the moment are like several grand.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you're not going to spend that there.
Mm.
You'll have to wait a while before they be down to prices that are affordable for most consumers.
Yeah, exactly. So I guess that's it for CES. So you guys want to talk about something else, or we move on to the Dark Souls talk for another hour?
We won't go that long now. Trust me. We'll try and keep it up. We'll try to keep it at least up to a minimum of at least 45 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it won't be that long.
Yeah.
So I guess we should move on to games. I don't see. You guys haven't seen any movies or anything?
Oh yeah, I've seen the Hobbit.
Oh yeah, you see that.
Desolation of Smaug, and I believe Dark saw it as well.
How is that anyway?
Yeah, before it came out, I thought.
Yeah. I said on Twitter though, I thought it was for some reason I think I might have enjoyed the first though, and I think the Smaug encounter as much as I did thought it was pretty good though. I think that part went on way too long. And I think it should have been cut by like 10 minutes. So that the whole Smaug stuff is like the last like 40 minutes of that film, and it should have been cut to like 10 minutes or so. Especially with the whole cutting back to this other scene though, it just seemed to be like, okay, we get it now. They're going to do something to this here. Can we just move things along, people?
Mm-hmm.
And then like the thing is, well, it ends on a fucking cliffhanger kind of pretty much as well. But if you read the book, you know what's going to happen, which I have not. So, but I looked it up in Wikipedia by accident and sort of know what's going to happen in the last film, so I know who dies and shit like that. So.
Okay.
I disagree. I think the Smaug part is the best part of the movie, and the movie doesn't feel slow at all, like the first movie does, especially in the beginning. It's so slow. But this movie it's moving constantly. Like stuff's happening. It doesn't feel like anything's dragging on. It's they don't have to spend a whole lot of time like introducing people, except for like that Lake Town stuff. I really liked it. I liked it more than the first one. I love that part with Smaug. I think that's the best part of the movie.
Okay.
And I don't think it's long.
Yeah, because you probably enjoyed it a lot though. That's why I don't know. That's just the way I felt though. I just don't know. I think it just could have been cut though. Like I still think it's great though. I really enjoyed the like Benedict Cumberbatch once again does a great job as his voice, even if it's all fucking done fit few effects and things like that though. But it's pretty cool and looks really nice. So the dragon does look really nice. So the whole visual effects though. But that's Weta for you. They do a great job with digital effects and things like that anyway. So wouldn't put it past them to do a really crappy job and that stuff. But yeah, like is it? I'll have to wait till next December now to see the final one, which I don't know how it's going to be. There and back again.
Yeah, it sucks that they delayed it. It was supposed to be out in July.
Yeah.
Oh, they delayed the last one?
Yeah, it was supposed to be out in summer. And then it's like, oh, yeah, well, let's put it back. What? So then it doesn't get contention with what? Marvel films, I guess? I don't know.
Yeah, what Marvel film is coming out? Captain America? Captain America is coming out.
Yeah, that's like in April or
X-Men.
May.
Yeah, X-Men.
Yeah, I think they're in May or so, aren't they? I think X-Men's out in May or June, I think, is it?
Mm-hmm.
And Spider-Man, Spider-Man, when's that out?
Oh, good God, yeah. It's coming out. When is that? Summer? Probably June, July.
Yeah, I think it's probably July.
Yeah.
July.
I don't know about that new Spider-Man movie. The second one. I don't know.
First one was terrible.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
They seem to be going with the Spider-Man 3, right? With different, like several.
Like tons of different villains.
Yeah.
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 Like there's Electro. There's the Rhino. Is there anyone else? Like goblins in it, like Green Goblin or Hobgoblin.
Green Goblin's in it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like jeez.
It's like everybody, like, yeah, as you said, it's like Spider-Man 3. Like a whole bunch, even more, I think, enemies than Spider-Man 3. So, I don't know.
So you didn't like the first Amazing Spider-Man at all then, I guess?
No.
Derek
Amazing Spider? No, I thought it was terrible. Nope.
I really enjoyed the first Spider-Man was pretty good. Like the very first one with Tobey Maguire there. That was a good one. It was a good origin story. I like that one.
Yeah, I enjoyed that one much more. The villain in that one was much better.
Oh yeah.
I didn't particularly. That was one of my least favorite parts in the Amazing Spider-Man. I just didn't think the villain was that great. James Conner, and Lizard.
Yeah.
Just it's always pretty weak.
Yeah, it wasn't that great at all, to be quite honest. So, I don't think this one is going to be pretty good. Is going to be any better.
I haven't seen it since I saw it in the cinema. So that just goes to show how much I really cared about it, though. I liked the first one. It's got it on DVD, so I liked it. I like the second one as well. The third one is, yeah, you could say what you want about the third one.
Emo Peter Parker. Yeah, I don't know. I think the RoboCop remake's coming out also this summer. I kind of want to see that one. It looks all right. RoboCop remake. Not sure.
Hollywood seems to be going through a remake flipping rampage at the moment.
Yeah, well, you know.
Because they don't have any original ideas.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Hey, remember that film that came out like 20, 30 years ago? Well, we're going to do it again for a whole new generation, and it's probably going to be really crappy.
Because it's cheap. Because they don't have to hire,
screenplay writer or anything.
Yeah, it doesn't require much to get it going.
Mm-hmm. I think they said Total Recall was more like the book than the original one. But I didn't really hate Total Recall. I thought it was pretty good, but not as good as the first one.
I watched it there like a few months back, and I thought it was decent enough, though. But yeah, I like the original one more.
Like the Dread movie. It's pretty good.
To watch it.
You refuse to watch it?
Yep.
You don't want to see it? But that Dread movie is pretty good. That new one. The recent one, I guess we could say.
I've never seen the original either, so I wouldn't know I wouldn't have a comparison. I wouldn't have any to compare
And
with.
I'm assuming you haven't read any of the comics.
No, I haven't read any of the comics.
They're from your country.
Yeah,
your neck of the woods.
Yeah.
yeah, but
Exactly.
I haven't read out of them. It's like I think it was 2000 AD or whatever the heck it's called. Do them?
Mhm.
Uh,
I forget what who does
it's
them.
published by Dark Horse over here. I don't know what it is over there.
Yeah, I think it's.
But yeah, like it's
2000
in that
AD, I think.
same like world.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I don't read comics so unfortunately though.
Yeah,
Like, I'd like, as a part of me that wants to get into comics though, but there's just so fucking many though, and so many different variations of Marvel comics and things like that. Like and DC, you don't know where to fucking begin.
That's why you don't read those.
I like watching comic book superhero movies now. Like I like watching that stuff though, but that's probably like that's probably fills me enough though that I get me filled there rather than going through 50 issues of something to get a payoff.
Yeah. Whatever happened to the compendiums? Did you start reading them? No.
Yeah, I read like the first block of pages and never we continued. I don't know. I really need to go read them now.
Yeah, I kind of stopped a little bit myself. Got to get back into reading a little bit, especially Game of Thrones, which is coming back on April 6th. It's been announced now. Official
I think
date.
there's a trailer coming for it tonight.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. There is.
Yeah, it's going to be the trailer tonight, which I can't wait to see. I cannot wait. Game of Thrones, one of my favorite, my favorite show, I guess. Walking Dead's pretty good, but Game of Thrones is my favorite.
As much as I loved Game of Thrones, though, last season was probably the weakest, though, except for like the one episode, which was like episode 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Well, they're setting up.
Not a whole lot happened up until that point.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they're setting up. I read past what we saw, and they're setting up for something pretty big.
Yeah, I think the second half of that book's supposed to be really,
Yep.
really good.
I don't know how you can get bigger than what happened.
Oh, again, don't worry. It gets pretty big. There's something's going to happen in the next season for sure. If they follow the books, it's going to be something's going to happen.
Yeah, I think someone like Sky, I think probably people say once you get past the whole Red Wedding part and that doesn't make you stop watching it, then I think you passed I think you're in now. You're in the clan.
Yeah, you're into the whole series now.
Yeah, but like I was into it though long before that anyway. Like the whole I just seen it getting promoted. Like this looks pretty cool. Watched it and pretty great show. Had some episode 9's always the big coup de grace stuff every season.
Yeah. Exactly.
So what's going to be not episode 9 this season? We'll wait and see.
Yeah. It's always episode 9 that something happens.
Yeah, it's episode 9. The first one, Ned Stark. Second one, the battle, Baywater. Was it Blackwater Bay? I think it was.
Blackwater Bay, yeah.
Third one, the Red Wedding.
Yep. So yeah, I guess that's movies and TV. You guys want to talk about Dark Souls right now? Or you have something else to talk about?
Yeah, we'll go through the other games first or so, and then we can talk about Dark Souls then, because I don't really have a whole lot to talk about besides.
Yeah, I don't have a whole lot either.
Because even though I've been off for the last week though, I haven't really played a whole lot though, because unfortunately I spent a good few hours fucking trying to edit that bloody second part together though, because of my fucking screw up concerning my own audio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you better make a backup of this audio.
Yeah,
like before you even edit anything.
I won't make that same mistake twice, Derek. Believe me, that editing that stuff does it just to teach me a lesson. So, yep, and it shows me not to fucking do something so stupid again. It's because of the fact is every time, because the fact is we didn't ever like this is because the last one was the first time I had to split into 2 parts or 3 parts, because it was like we went on so fucking long. Like I didn't realize we were going to go on for 5 flipping hours.
Right.
Last time, so
Yeah.
but yeah, if we ever go through, if we ever do one next year, if we're still doing this time next year, and we go through another one, and if it goes on 5 hours, then I'll make sure not to screw it up again. My bad.
Well, it'll be. I guess I hope people will listen to it anyway. So.
Well, Charlie was listening to it because she tweeted about it, so.
Yeah. All right, so you guys want to talk about? I guess if you want to go ahead, I don't really have a whole lot to talk about, but if you want to talk about Dark Souls to start off, pressing you off.
I want to hear about your C++ studying.
Well, not a whole lot to say on that one, I guess.
Been playing too much NBA.
Yeah, exactly.
2K14 or whatever it's called.
Yeah, I've been playing a whole lot of NBA 2K14. I guess the my career mode, which I've been thoroughly enjoying a whole lot. Gotten really better at the game. Can score. I'm playing on the second highest difficulty level, so because the game is getting way too easy, so I'm trying to pump the difficulty up a little bit. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Really going through the career now. It's like a little RPG type thing. Like you have to choose. Now I have some guys coming up to me telling me that they want to manage my career, and stuff like that, and they can give me some contracts with Nike and Gatorade and all that stuff, and that my current manager, like the guy who manages my career, doesn't do the work for me, but that guy's my friend, so it's all the whole like drama thing going on there. So it's fun, there's a little story in there, and really enjoying it. I'm really liking the whole thing. Like playing the game also, the proper game of basketball, if you can say. I kind of know where I'm going now, kind of see what I have to do. When I started off, I was like, where do I go here? Running up and down the court and didn't know really where to go. And you get graded as you go through the game, like by your teammates, and they kept telling me, you're not in the right spot. You're not in the right spot. And I'm like, okay, where should I go? I don't know where to go. So started learning how to play, and it's been fun. I've been enjoying it a whole lot, having a whole lot of fun. Probably one of my favorite sports game in a whole while. Even more than MLB and NBA, NHL. So yeah, I've been enjoying it. Also been playing some Dragon Age Origins.
Ultimate Edition.
Yeah, the Ultimate Edition. The old school game. When did this get? I think it came out in 2009.
Yep, November.
Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty old by now, but I'm really enjoying it. I'm having a whole lot of fun. That one I'm not playing on the highest difficulty for sure, because it's pretty tough. I tried playing on normal and she got my ass whooped a couple of times, so I put it on easy. And
yeah, because the PC version's harder.
Mhm.
I had to do the same thing when I played on the PC. It's like, yep. Maybe because I'm not used to that whole type of gameplay in this here, even though I did play it's similar to Knights of the Old Republic though, but not necessarily.
Yeah.
Not necessarily as easy as it is on the console. So.
Mhm.
Because I played it on normal though till I got to a point, and I should have put it on easy when I got to that point though, but I just stopped playing it though.
Okay.
Like because I don't know what came out after that actually. It's probably like I think Modern Warfare 2 came out.
2010.
Played the campaign of it and played the multiplayer, and then played it to realise it was broken.
Yeah, but it's really fun. I'm really enjoying it. Like it's a whole lot like Knights of the Old Republic, like the whole slow down, plan your attack, but you can't really queue up stuff, I guess, in this one. Like you can queue, but it's only one action that you can tell them to do, so you need to press the space bar really often to slow down stop the combat, not slow it down, but stop it. And then you plan your attack and everything. And
I don't know if Knights of the Republic had that there, you know, the whole thing where you have your AI do certain things where you go in the menu and say, hey, if I'm less than 25% health, so and so heal
No,
me
I
or
don't
something.
think so.
I don't think
No.
that Knights of the
No, I
Republic
don't
had
think
that
so.
system now.
No.
So yeah, that's
That's
one of the
it.
other strategic things in this game now as well, where you have to set up a number of different I don't know what they're like, instructions, I guess,
Mhm.
for your AA partners to do when certain, you know, scenarios happen. Like, say
Yeah.
this strongest enemy less than 100% health, like more than 100 at 100%, attack this enemy, your character, attack this character, but you know, attack this enemy first and things like that.
Yeah, I like that you can put some strategy in there and say, okay, if this guy's a little, if it's under 50%, you attack him, and if my health is under 20%, like Morgan's gonna heal me. She's gonna stop doing what she's doing and she's gonna heal me, or Win, who I bring along also sometimes. They're gonna stop what they're doing and they're gonna heal me, or whatever. I think that's really that's a good way. I think more RPGs should have that. The whole. I mean, RPGs that you have people with you, of course, should have that strategy thing. It's really cool. It's a really good way to play it.
Final Fantasy 12 has that pretty much.
Yeah. Okay.
So it does, yeah. And I didn't like that game that much. Didn't like the battle system, really, to be honest.
Mhm. But I saw some. I watched some videos. Like there's I think 30 or 35 minute gameplay video of Dragon Age Inquisition that's out there. It's really different from from the Dragon Age I'm playing right now. I think it's more like 2. Like you have this, you have more combat in this. You can attack, and you're not restrained to slowing down the thing and queuing up
It's
your
more
your
real
attack.
time.
Yeah, it's more like
Yeah,
real time.
Yeah, because that's what 2 was pretty much like. It was a bit more action oriented than the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
From the live play of it.
I'll probably get 2 down the line, and it's not available on Steam because EA. So I'll probably get it on Origin and play it just to see what it's like.
Yeah, just.
I won't buy it for $50. Of course, I'll wait until it's like $5 or $10 and grab it because I heard
It
it's.
is seriously $50 on Origin.
Is it 50? I don't know. I didn't
It
check.
shouldn't be fucking $50. It's a fucking 3-year-old game, nearly.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be that price.
Yeah, I heard that. Well, Derek said the story isn't that great and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So.
It's like you pretty much go through this, like there's this big town, it's pretty much like the same, go through the same area though, but like
Yeah, all the
different
areas
times.
repeat,
Yeah.
recycle.
Yeah. Because it was done like 18 months, pretty much though. Because it came out like, like the first game came out in November 2009, and the second one came out in like March 2011. So it pretty much goes to show how small it came, like how quickly it came out after the first one.
Yeah. Didn't have a whole lot of time. I hope Inquisition, helped us a good story and everything. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I know a lot of people really want this to be good though.
Yeah.
Ones who got fucking bummed out by 2.
I hope it is. BioWare can do some good stuff. So I hope it is good.
Yeah, but their last 2 big games had a lot of got a backlash against them though.
Yeah, Mass Effect 3 and what's the other one?
Dragon Age.
Dragon
2.
Age. Okay.
I'm not counting Old Republic now. Just their 2,
Mhm.
because like Old Republic's another story now anyway.
Yeah, Old Republic is something completely different.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, but that's pretty much what I've been playing. Those 2 games. During the week, I haven't been gaming a whole lot. Like I'll study. I'll code and study C++ more than game. I'll play maybe a game of basketball before I go to bed, but it's pretty much studying the entire week. So.
Because you really want to get out of that job, don't you?
Yeah, really. I want to get this done before summer and take my summer vacation and then really thoroughly start checking for programming jobs. There's a whole lot of them. So as I said, there's a couple of open slots like San Francisco and Texas. There's a whole lot of demand for those jobs. A whole lot of demand for programmers and stuff. So probably check that side because I'm also very sick and tired of winter. So I kind of want to go somewhere where there's no snow and no ice and no freezing and stuff like that. So kind of want to get out of the whole cold thing. Although we've been having freezing rain, like it rained all day yesterday. It's been raining this morning, and the rain freezes, so it's like a ice rink outside. It's frozen everywhere, so that's gonna be fun tomorrow morning.
Yeah. Remind me not to go to Canada during the winter.
No, don't come here during the winter. That's for sure. Unless you love skiing and stuff like that, don't come over here during that.
No, I don't. I never skied in my life, so it wouldn't be. I went to ice, like it was in a place Donald Ice Bowl like once. That was the first and last time I ever tried the ice skate. I'll never go back and try it again.
I live in Canada and I don't know how to skate, so that's pretty much how it goes. So I don't know how to ice skate. I don't want to learn how to ice skate. I don't really care. So if I would have been a hockey player, maybe, but no, there's no use for that really. So that's pretty much what I've been doing. I've been studying and gaming just a little bit. So that's pretty much it for me. What about you guys?
There's nothing coming out that you're getting now over the next 2 months now, is there? Before we move on.
No, I think February is what Dragon Age, not Dragon Age, Dark Souls 2.
No,
that's March.
March, okay. What is there in February? Nothing, right? It's not.
Well, Thief, if you're interested in that.
No, not really. Not really. Not for now, anyway. I'll have to see more about it, but not for now.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else that I can
Well, if you don't like stealth games, it sounds like you don't like stealth games, and that's a stealth game.
Yeah,
so.
Exactly. So, yeah, probably keep far away from that one. If it's like Dishonored or something, I'm not really interested. So.
Yeah, I played through Dishonored pretty much there last year. I played through the whole, I used the stealth thing though, and went through that game stealth, and it took me a while to do so because every time I got caught and couldn't kill my way out of it, just okay, load. And yep, I'm not going to ever do that again in a game. Screw that, it's just really tedious.
Yeah, it doesn't become fun. It becomes more tedious than fun. You have to reload and start again and reload and start again. Well, I did that the first couple of levels. I said, I'm going to restart, I'm going to do it stealthy, and then just got caught over and over again. I said, fuck this. I'm just going to kill people. And
there's people that probably can go through that game fucking easily enough, fucking without getting caught whatsoever. It was one of the speed runs during that whole AGDQ marathon stream that happened this last week there.
Okay. And they played Dishonored?
Yeah, it was one of the runs which was Dishonored, and I think it was forget what the time was, but it was really quickly. It's an hour all or something pops.
Holy crap!
So just fucking going through the blink through and everything, just going through
that's crazy.
Because that's the thing with those speedrunners, though, they pretty much play that game over and over and over again and practice and practice and practice, and I commend them for that though, because I could never do that. I could never play same game over and over and over again continuously, because I'll just get very bored of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know, but I wouldn't do that either. You have to restart all the time, and you have to get the timing right and all that. I couldn't do that at all on my side.
There's a guy who did the fucking played Mike Tyson's Punch Out completely blindfolded and got to Mike Tyson blindfolded.
That's pretty crazy.
What the hell?
That's pretty crazy.
And then
that's crazy.
The guy after him did Super Punch Out and beat it blindfolded as well. But I don't know, that game, when I was watching it, that game looked great. That game looked easier to me than Mike Tyson's Punch Out. I think I was more impressed with the first guy.
Yeah. And Nate's been doing a 24 our stream.
Yeah, I just checked in there like a while ago and was playing Minecraft. It's like, yep, okay, that's me done.
Yeah, he's been playing a couple of other games also. I checked in a couple of times.
Because I have no interest in Minecraft whatsoever.
No, me neither.
Like, I love the whole people that create these cool ass things in it though. That's like one of the things I like about it though, but in terms of myself playing that game, no interest.
And then next week Darren's going to buy Minecraft and is going to be on his PC.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, because as an allude to we talked about at the start of the podcast, the whole 180. Yeah, if you know about me on Twitter and here, I kind of said, I wouldn't really say shit though, but I kind of made my opinion that I had no interest in whatsoever about Spelunky. But for some reason now, I kind of want to play Spelunky after watching Patrick's Spelunking with Scoop videos.
Yeah, he's been playing a lot of that. That's his new thing now.
That and Dark Souls he's been playing
Yeah.
pretty much all of last week.
Yep. Well, there's nothing else, so nothing else out.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's the, dead. Like last year, there were several games that came out. There's Devil May Cry and like Ni no Kuni out there, but this year there is nothing.
Yep.
Absolutely nothing in January though, and for some people, nothing in February either. Like nothing's coming out for them until March.
Yeah, pretty much what I'm thinking. Nothing until March for me, that's for sure. So I have plenty of time to finish Dragon Age.
Bravely Default next month.
Yeah, and Donkey Kong Country, like near the end of next month, is pretty much the first game that I'm probably be getting in terms of new releases. It's coming out this year because there's nothing else out, unfortunately. But hey, that's probably a good thing actually. Save me some money, I guess.
Yep, exactly. Gotta save on money to get the new games when they start coming out.
Yeah, because I just cancelled a bunch of pre-orders there. Like I mentioned to Derek before. Like there was a bunch of stuff I had, and it's like, yeah, I'm going to cancel these because, especially with March, though, there's too many fucking games coming out in March because, of course, it's the end of the quarter.
Yeah.
There's like Dark Souls 2, there's flipping Titanfall, there's Diablo 3 Rebirth Souls, there's flipping Infamous, there's Yoshi's New Story, there's flipping, what else is there?
South Park,
yeah, Stick of Truth, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's going to be pretty good. That's going to be good.
Unfortunately, that game comes out the same day as Dark Souls, apparently, so that sucks.
Yeah, same day as Dark Souls and Titanfall.
Yeah.
Wow, that's going to be a crazy day there.
So that game might go out today.
Yeah, well, I don't know. It's.
It'll probably still do pretty good though, but still, that game has been delayed several times. So it was supposed to come out last March.
Yeah.
So pretty much a year delay. Fuck, I wouldn't be surprised if it got delayed again at this point, really.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me at all if it did. Not one bit, that's for sure. But yeah, I hope it doesn't. I'm interested in Titanfall and South Park, so.
Are you one of those people that are really pissed off it's only 6v6?
Not really. No, I didn't even know that. I'm not really at all pissed. Less people to get killed by. That's okay by me.
Yeah, there's people that's like really annoyed the fact it's only 6v6, and it's like I think that's actually better though, because I'd rather have that rather than flipping 12v12 or 24v 32v32 or whatever.
Yeah, when there's too many people.
It was only 4v4 and 5v5.
Exactly. Yeah, it was still a great game. Nobody complained about that. So, yeah, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. I want to try it. I want to try Titanfall out. That's for sure. That's for freaking sure. I can't wait to see that one. Try it out.
It might be the only one because I'm not sure about it, to be honest.
Yeah, I know Derek's not getting it, but I know a couple of guys in.
I'd like to rent it, but you can't rent any Xbox One or PS4 games yet.
Yeah.
Unless you're part of GameFly, which probably sucks.
Well, yeah. There's probably like huge delays on all those, I'm sure.
Probably, yeah. Since there's nothing out, it's probably delays. But yeah, a couple of guys on Freedom Site are interested in that one, so I'll probably get it and play some with them. I know Art and James and what's his face? Tony are getting it. So, wow, my mind just fucking blanked right there. I was like, okay. Yeah, those guys are getting it, so I'll probably jump in, try it out. So we'll see. But yeah, January, February, pretty much dead on my side. Nothing coming out. Well, March is going to be MLB for me for sure. MLB 14. That's when I'll get my PS4 to play that. So hope there's some available, because it doesn't seem like they're restocking a whole lot of PS4s right now. So I really hope it's available.
Yeah, I think that's the case. There's some people saying don't see any PlayStation 4s out in the wild, but they've seen plenty of Xbox Ones.
Exactly, yeah. Exactly. So I really hope they restock, because I went to the Sony store, I think it was this week, the beginning of the week. Asked them if they had some, they said no. Probably going to get the some at the end of February. I was like, okay.
Wow, really? That late?
Yeah. And that's the Sony store, so you can imagine other places.
Jeez, I don't think it's going to be as bad as the Wii now.
Man, I hope not. Jeez.
It shouldn't be. Where you have to wait 2 years before you can actually go into the shop and get it.
Yeah, I hope not, because Jesus.
Because that was effing ridiculous. So, like, sure, the first few months I can get it though, but like, it was like, I think it was really 2 years and over there. Up to like 2 years before you can actually go into the store and actually get one without having to order it. Like 2 years.
2 years is way too long for that. I know Wii's like one of the best-selling consoles ever, but I mean, jeez, that's
You're definitely not getting that with Wii U.
Yeah, no.
Like they're wanting to sell them.
They're overstocked. They're giving them at the Toys R Us store. Hey, come get a Wii U. Yeah, that's not selling at all, bro. Anyway, we'll have to see what happens in the future. I really hope I get one before MLB comes out. That's for sure.
Can you not just like say I want to order one till order one or something?
Yeah, I pre-ordered at the store next to my office. I said keep one in reserve for me, and I'm checking on Amazon all the time and stuff like that. So we shall see down the line. So
are you getting one when Watch Dogs comes out, Derek, or what? Or are you just gonna get on the Xbox One?
No, I'll get one when Watch Dogs comes out.
Okay.
I don't know when that is exactly. I don't think there's a specific release date yet.
Well, we're just talking about that, and there's a PlayStation 4 available on Amazon.
That's a sign, Dennis. It's a sign.
PlayStation 4 February edition. It's called.
What?
This item will be released on February 28, 2014.
Oh, geez, like the end of flipping February.
Yeah.
Might as well just called March edition.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I know pre-orders are guaranteed, but I don't know. I don't know if I should pre-order.
GameStop.
Yeah, it's $400.
Not guaranteed.
Yeah, it's $400 guaranteed. So I don't know. Maybe I'll pre-order it. I'm not gonna play with it anyway until MLB. So we'll see.
But this thing shouldn't come out now. The money doesn't come out now for you though until it's dispatched.
Yeah, they don't charge you until they ship it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can just cancel it anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And there are some launch editions available. The cheapest is $689.99.
Yay!
For PS4, what's the
PS4.
difference?
Well, it's being sold by individual sellers like Howard in Canada is selling this one. So.
But like, what's the difference between the launch day one and the one that doesn't come out till next month?
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Just the price. They're overcharging.
It's just names that they're giving it, so it's really stupid.
Huh.
Yeah, because
at least with the Xbox One, there is a day one edition of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Even though I got mine on day 5.
I got mine on day 30. So, yeah, but
Yeah, day 30 something I think it was.
Yeah.
You got yours. Day 34, 3 or 4 or something.
Yeah, still a day one console, but I got it on
Yeah.
day 34. But yeah, I don't know why PlayStation is actually giving them like February edition.
I'm sure it's not them. It's probably just Amazon.
Probably just Amazon giving it names. Like, okay, well, if you want to pre-order
it's a February
this,
edition because it's just it's just the next line of stock coming in for them.
I'll
This date. That's probably what it is.
I'll order it, whatever. I'll pre-order. We'll see. I kind of want to get it, so.
It's probably the best time to get one because there's nothing. It's not worth getting at the moment though, because there's nothing out.
Exactly. So.
Like Killzone was alright, I guess, but man, that ending sucked.
I don't want Killzone, to be quite honest.
Yeah, you aren't really a fan of the other ones, so
Yeah.
you have two, so yeah. This is not going to change your mind.
Nope.
Looks very nice though, but yeah.
Hey, Rise looks pretty nice, but I'm not ready to pay $60 to play Rise. So.
Yeah, I want to get that game myself as well, but I'm going to wait till it's like 25 will probably be the max I'll pay for it.
Yeah.
And it seems to be going down. It seems I can see places that selling it for 40 at the moment, but it's like, yeah, not yet, still a bit too much for me.
Still too expensive.
Yeah.
Still too expensive.
I want to try that game out, but yeah, not gonna. Because there's a bunch of people on my Twitter though have played it and like they've really liked it. Like Art, I know, really liked it.
Yeah.
A few other people I follow on Twitter quite liked it.
Oh, I'm sure it's an enjoyable game, but how long is it? 6 hours?
Yeah, it's a pretty short game.
And $50 for 6 hours repetitive gameplay. Like people keep telling me, hey, get it, we'll play the arena, the multiplayer thing. And I watched a couple of guys from Giant Bomb play, and I'm like, not sure I want to play that for a couple of hours. It doesn't look that great, so I don't know. I'm gonna wait and see. What game is coming out on Xbox One next? Is it Titanfall?
Titanfall.
Yeah. Okay. That's
2 months.
That's far away, man. That's far away.
That's sure there's nothing coming out for it till then.
Damn.
Unless there's maybe downloadable games though, but in terms of like retail releases, I think that's like the next game.
Well, no, wait. When is Tomb Raider coming out? The Tomb Raider.
Oh, this month though. But
yeah.
I'm talking about games that come out this year.
Okay.
Because that came out last year already.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah, Rayman Legends comes out next month as well on the Xbox One and PS4. Yeah, again, another game came out last year. Like, jeez, they're doing all these. Like, what's exactly the difference?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. Might look sharper, but yeah.
It's the same game, pretty much.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Except they're charging you more.
Yep. You could get Rayman Legends during the holiday sale on Steam for what, $20? I think it was.
Yeah.
$15-20. So.
Yeah, and Tomb Raider you can get on the PC for it was like $10 or something.
Yep. So.
And they're charging £40 odd for those definitive editions.
Mm-hmm. Which don't contain anything more than the original editions. So, waste of money. Unless you don't have it already, of course. Or, I know, Derek, you're going to rent, I think, Tomb Raider? Because you want to see what it looks like? Did you say that?
No.
No? Okay.
I probably won't.
Okay. Yep, nothing coming out. No new games coming out until Titanfall. That's far away. That's really far away.
Yeah, there's 2 games I'm getting next month though, and then Dark Souls. It's all about Dark Souls in March. And I'll probably be playing that for the next several weeks in after that. That's probably where I'll probably not get anything else in March though, because I'll probably be already playing it.
You guys gonna co-op Dark Souls 2 or what?
Yeah, if we can do so.
If it works.
Yeah,
if we can.
Without like a mod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which you
can't I'm getting the 360 version, and I'm going to be getting the PC version, but the PC version doesn't come out until like the end of that month apparently.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a thing I don't like as well with PC versions. not coming out till like a few weeks later.
Yeah, they do that sometimes. Yeah.
Case in point, Assassin's Creed.
Exactly. Yep. Okay.
And
Couple of months.
Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2, same way thing.
Mm-hmm.
PC version's not coming out. It's apparently not coming out until like a month or so later.
I don't really understand why they do that. Yeah, I know maybe they're working on the graphics and everything, but it's kind of weird that they delay it a little bit like that. It did look really good, Assassin's Creed on PC. Of course, it didn't go at 60 frames per second, but still, it looked good. It looked pretty good.
Yeah, I got on a PS4 and looks. I have to go back to that game to be honest. So I haven't touched it since a few weeks.
It's great. But I think the better version is the PS4 one. I heard even better than PC.
Yeah, like I think Matt Roy was saying, like he was talking about during I think some of the Dark Souls feeds.
Mm-hmm.
And he said he's sort of had problems with the PC version. It's not necessarily the best.
Yeah, I didn't have problems per se, but it didn't. Some spots look a little bit rough, and the frame rate can drop when you start running around and everything. Frame rate kind of dropped a whole lot. So, yep. So, anything else, you guys?
Well, you could go ahead, Derek, and talk about Bravely Default because I want to hear your opinions on this because I have the demo myself, but I haven't played it yet.
Sure. So, if you're not aware, Bravely Default is a 3DS game, and there was a demo that was released on the eShop, like right after the first of the year. And the game's actually available in Europe now, and it's been available in Japan for like a long time. And it comes out, I think, February 7th, I think, in the US.
I think it's 8th, 7th or 8th.
Okay. And it's like an old school RPG, like original Final Fantasy, like in the first 6. Well, even some of the later ones where you have four characters on your team, and there's a job system, kind of like in Final Fantasy Tactics or in several of the older Final Fantasy games. And like in the demo, you don't have access to all the jobs in the demo. You have Freelancer, you have White Mage, Black Mage, Red Mage, you have Swordmaster, you have Ninja, you have what do they call it? Lancer, I think. I don't know. I can't remember if that's what the name that they use in it. And then they have a Performer, who's kind of like a bard or something. And you can only go up to level 4 of all the jobs. You can't go any higher than that. And I think there's also a max level for your characters. I ended up at level like 17 or 18. So, and it's pretty tricky. It's not like it's like an old school game where it's like, it can be pretty hard too, even on normal. There's 3 difficulty settings. There's easy, hard, and normal. I just played it on normal. And especially at the beginning, like right when you start, it's like, holy crap, you can get killed by like the first enemy you encounter, pretty much. Like you just run outside of the city and you encounter like these leopards or these like giant snakes, and they could kill you pretty easily, even right away. So you have to like run out and fight one battle and go back to the town and rest at the inn. It's like $10 or 10 Jill or whatever it is. And then just keep doing that for a while. And you kind of have to grind. Like this is one of those games like, old school Final Fantasy, even like the old Dragon Warrior, Dragon Quest games, you have to grind just to go to the next area. Otherwise you just get wiped out. So if you don't like grinding, then this is probably not a game for you. You could maybe put it on easy, but I don't know how easy it is. At first I wasn't really feeling it because the battle system is a little different, where it's called, so you can either brave or default, and like when you default, you're guarding, and then you also gain a turn, like a battle point it's called. And in the demo you can get up to 3 battle points, and then kind of the idea is you want to use your default and then max out your battle points, or at least get them up to like 1 or 2. And then on your next turn you can hit brave, and you can do like 4 actions in a row. You could do like 4 turns in a row if you wanted to, or like 2 or 3, whatever. So you can really like unleash on like a boss or an enemy, by doing that. And there's some tactic to that, like some bosses you want to wait until they do a certain action before you attack them. Otherwise, they can counterattack and just wipe you out. So it took me a while to get used to that. At first, I wasn't really into it, but I think after about an hour or two, I kind of got the hang of it and got used to how to play the game. And I had grinded enough by that point that I could keep on going. And there's, I think, like 7 or 8 quests in the game, in the demo, that you can do. And when you complete each quest, you get a reward that you can carry over into the full game. It's mostly items like different, like potions or Phoenix Downs or armor and stuff like that. And then there's also like this street pass thing. There's this town that you're trying to restore in the game, and you get, every time you street pass with somebody, you get 1 villager for the town. And it takes villagers in order to like rebuild like the weapon shops and the item shops and the accessory shops and the armor shops. I think with 1 villager, it's like it can be anywhere from like an hour to 10 hours depending on what level you are at. And each villager kind of like I think it doubles it. So if you had 2 villagers on something that would normally take 10 hours, it would take 5 hours, I think, is how it works. So the idea there is you get street passes, and that's how you get more villagers. The demo limits you. Well, you can get as many as you want in the demo, but you can only carry 20 villagers over to the full game. There's actually an exploit in the demo where you can talk to an NPC in the city, and he'll give you a villager for free without having to do a street pass. And then what you do is before you talk to him, you save. Then you go talk to him, he gives you the villager. Then you go into your town. It's like a separate menu in your menu system. Make sure you get the villager, then quit and go to the title menu, and then reload your save, and you'll still have that villager in there because apparently the town you're rebuilding is on a different save state or something than your main save. So I did that up to get 50 villagers. I mean, it took a while, and then I maxed out my town, and then you also get a reward in the demo for maxing out your town. You can carry that over into the full game. So I really like the way the game looks. At first, I didn't really like it, but there's a lot of interesting enemy designs. Like I really like some of the boss designs, and I really like the music too. Especially, actually, all of it is great. I really like the boss battle music, especially. It's really cool. And then like the overworld music, it really reminds me of Ni no Kuni for some reason. I don't know why, but I really enjoy that.
I think I heard that one actually. I think I heard someone linked it or something. I heard it and says, "Oh yeah, that does actually sound like Ni no Kuni one."
I know I mentioned it on Twitter, but I didn't put a link up or anything.
I think it was someone else though. Like linked to it and listened to it a bit, and it's like, oh yeah, that does sound like Ni no Kuni.
I don't know if it's the same like composer or what. I don't know. But it is really good. Music is really good.
No, it's like it says composer Revo here, which I think composer was Joe Hisashi, who does the Studio Ghibli films.
Okay. So yeah, I spent about 10 hours in the demo. If you didn't grind as much as I did, you could probably finish it in 8.
That's still good for a fucking demo.
Oh yeah, definitely. The thing is, it limits you to 30 like uses or something for some reason. With the Nintendo demos.
Yeah, so that's all the demos. So
what I do is I just put it in like sleep mode pretty much always when I'm playing, so I don't like go back to the menu and reload it all the time from the start homepage or whatever. But yeah, I really do enjoy the game. I like the jobs. There's some cool abilities that you can like mix and match with that. Like you could be so like for example, the knight learns a 2-handed ability, so you can hold your weapon with 2 hands instead of 1. And if you like say you use a sword master as your main job, you can equip the skill from the knight and you can 2-hand your sword. And then another example is, say you mastered the ninja ability, or you've gotten a bunch of abilities from that. You can use an ability that the ninja has where it'll increase the amount of hits you do per attack. So if you combine all those, if you have the 2-handed, you have the sword master, and you also have the ninja ability, you can just do massive damage that way. And it's there's a lot of cool stuff like that. If you can do a lot of different combos with the different jobs and abilities.
Yeah, it's the thing as well you can do in Final Fantasy 14, where like if you can use certain abilities from other classes and jobs that you do. Like that's it's pretty much something like that there. So it is. That's because when you're talking
Okay.
about those, it reminds me of the stuff like if you like you said, like I leveled up a bit with like a healer class in there though, and then I can use a certain ability for it to switch over to my main class, which I use the black mage and use to heal then. Pretty much.
Yeah, so there's way more jobs like in the full game, so I'm looking forward to checking those out. I know there's like a pirate. I saw some video of that. That seems cool.
Nice.
They use axes, so I'm just thinking like, oh, I could two-hand an axe and then use I don't know. There's probably gonna be some other crazy abilities that I haven't even seen yet that'll just make you like really powerful. So, but that doesn't mean that the enemies won't be weak, because I'm sure they'll be just as powerful. You know, you kind of got to know how to know the weaknesses of the bosses and stuff. Like there's a Minotaur boss, and the idea to beat him is you have a ninja or two in your team, and the ninjas have high evasion. So what you want to do is equip abilities that will like increase your evasion, and give you more BP battle points when you successfully evade, as well as increase your attack. So the idea is the Minotaur attacks, you evade, and then you counterattack, and you just do like a ton of damage. So yeah, you kind of have to play enough to unlock or to learn the weaknesses of the enemies. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I mean, I wasn't feeling it at first, but I eventually got into it, and I'm glad I played it. And I'm glad I pre-ordered the game before I even played the demo, just because a lot of people really enjoyed it, and I know the collector's edition was getting sold out, like the pre-order was, so I figured I'd get one when I could, and I got one at Best Buy. It's only $50 for the 3DS collector's edition. It's not like a $80 to $100 console game, so for a collector's one. But yeah, I'm glad I get it, because and you think you get I get the soundtrack too, and I really want to listen to the soundtrack outside of the game. So yeah, I definitely recommend it if you're into RPGs, and if you like a challenge, that's certainly there.
Yeah, a lot of people I know it got pretty good reviews, so it did when it came out here. And someone I follow on Twitter and YouTube, I think it was just like his favorite game of the year, or second favorite game of the year. So it was
wow.
he did like a top 10 game, and like it pretty much came out the dead end of last year. Came out the same day as Gran Turismo 6 here.
Okay.
So it did. So yeah, I have the demo downloaded though, but I haven't really tried it yet, to be honest though. Like I loaded it up now and like looked at the sort of different it like goes through like here's what you can do in the game and that there, and then I just sort of turned it off because I was just too tired to play it at that point.
So you didn't even go into like the overworld or anything?
No, I haven't really.
Oh, okay.
I could pretty much say we played it. I haven't really properly played it yet, to be honest. I know we like played
Yeah, you should try it.
Yeah.
I think you'd like it.
I never really played any game. I never really delved into sort of RPGs now with you're switching your jobs now, where you switch the jobs and like level up now, like the old school Final Fantasy games and that there.
Oh, it sounds like you're familiar with it from Final Fantasy 14. So.
Yeah, well, Final Fantasy 14 is probably the first one though, but it's not like one of those ones where you have to rely on like switching between different jobs all the time.
Well, you don't do it like in the middle of the battle. It's just
just like
outside the battle.
But yeah, that's pretty much part like Final Fantasy 14 is probably like the first one actually done that though. But like that's pretty much kind of like certain other MMOs where you can switch between different classes and jobs and that there, and level up and get different abilities from each of them and that there. But yeah, I'll try it out though. Like I said, it's been out here a month though, so I'll check out the demo and see if I like it enough to get the game.
Did the demo come out after the game was released there?
No, it came out here before.
Oh, okay.
The demo. I think it was one of the. I think it was Nintendo Direct in October. I think it was, or November. Like the one, but I think it was one of the last ones of the year. It was during
and that's when the demo came out.
They basically said they had demos out after this Direct. I think it was showing off like the collector's edition, I think, or something, or talking about the game, and then said that there's a demo for it coming. It'll be out after this direct's over, and I think I was like a month or so before the game came out.
Okay. Yeah, so I've been playing that in another game. I don't know if you want to get into that now, or if you want to talk about some of the other stuff.
I'll just talk about a few of the other things, but I'm basically been playing a bunch of other stuff. Like I went back to playing Super Mario Galaxy earlier today there because I was watching that ADDQ thing I watched earlier. Like I watched a bunch of it, so I did, and pretty much there was a stream of Super Mario Galaxy 2 being played in it though, and just this guy fucking really just going just exploring these different things and using Yoshi to like really like hover and fucking just skip massive parts of the level though, and just like it was like whoa. And like I would never do that and I could never do that though. It's like about like just going back to playing it though again, and just really played it for a bit though, but just really enjoyed that game. Absolutely love it though. It's like that, and the second one of course is my second favourite game of the generation. If you know me long enough, you probably know my favourite game of the generation is. It's a very old game at this point, so it is, but I absolutely love it. Are you still awake there, Dennis?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. I'm listening.
Your 5 boys like, oh my god, no RPG talk.
No, I'm all right.
Yeah. Derek's away though, so I don't know what to say.
What else have you been playing?
What else have I been playing? I played Flashback, that remake one.
Yeah, okay.
On Xbox Live Arcade because it was on sale there during the holidays, and it was cheap enough for me to actually use my the money I had still stored in my account that from the points or deposit, like switched over to the standard currency.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think it was last year there.
Mm-hmm.
I played a bit of it there, and it seems a decent enough game. Like I was thinking of getting it anyway, so it was.
Okay.
I was thinking of getting it on Steam because it was on sale there, but it's like, oh, I might as well get it now when I have the money here, where I don't need to really actually pay for it per se. I pretty much can say I got it for free because I already had like the money there for it.
Okay.
Like it's a pretty good game though. It reminds me a bit like Shadow Complex, I guess, in a way. If you ever played it, I think you did.
Mm-hmm.
Cause there's like you go through these like different sort of. It's not necessarily like like Shadow Complex where it's this open world, like big open world, or like Metroidvania now. But like there's like these mini map things in the corner. It's like done in the squares, and you can go through and explore the different areas, and there's certain little items you can get though. But that's pretty much probably the best comparison between that and Shadow Complex and certain other games like it though. But yeah, it seems decent enough though. I think it's probably a pretty short game because like there's like 4 missions I think, or 5, and I'm like near halfway through mission 2 already, so it's not necessarily supposed to be a long game though. And what else did I play? Paper Mario Sticker Star, played about an hour of it on 3DS, so, and it seems fine. So it does.
Mm-hmm.
It's different from the standard Paper Mario games where you have to use these stickers to attack your enemies rather than like before where you could just choose commands like jump or hammer or something. You pretty much have to have certain stickers. Like say, hey, I need to have this boot sticker to jump on them and damage them, or you need this hammer sticker, or use this mushroom sticker to heal yourself and things like that though. So pretty much it's kind of like the old Paper Mario games, but you just use those stickers and you don't really level up per se though. But it seems fine though if I want to play with it though. But part of me wants to kind of prefer the older way though, because you can level up and go stronger and that there, like, rather than this way. But I don't know. I only played like an hour of it, so I don't know if it changes whatsoever. So I can't think of anything else. So from what I could see, let's see. No, Like I said, I got Pokemon, I got Fire Emblem Awakening, but I really haven't played them yet, to be honest. So
Okay.
I'll have to try them out this week, I guess, and see if they were worth the trade in. I'm sure
Okay.
they would be, because anything would be better than Connect stuff anyway.
That's the only thing. I mean, those are the only things you've been playing, or besides the obvious one that we'll talk about. But
Yeah, besides the obvious one, which I've been playing over the last few weeks, pretty
Mhm.
much me and Derek have been playing like Derek and not myself have been playing with. Like he's been playing a lot more than I did over the last month, I guess.
hmm
And I think ever since it was on sale, I think it was during the autumn sale where you got, was it, Derek?
It was on sale on Amazon for $6, and I bought it there.
Oh, okay. And when was that now?
Um, God, when was that?
Was that
It was
November?
before the holiday Steam sale.
Okay. Because I know it was on
Um,
sale during the autumn sale as well, and I think you probably, it was around
I think it was
that time.
after that. Yeah, I missed it, and I think it came up again on Amazon.
On Amazon yet, right? Okay. Let's see.
Yeah, the idea was that you and Dennis tweeted he wanted to play with you Dark Souls, and I was like, well, I'll play too. I wasn't really willing to play it by myself at
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
I was like, well, if I play somebody else,
Little
I'll
did you know.
give it a shot. So that's why I bought it. And Dennis, I don't even know if you really even played it.
No.
No, you
Like,
couldn't
did you
get
even-
the load. No, it kept loading up. He was trying to load it up and it kept crashing on him.
Was
Yeah.
it because of that mod?
I don't know. Probably because I couldn't see anything else coming into play for that. I mean, I don't think the game's broken. Probably it is.
It's probably the mod then.
It's just weird though, because the fact is, I've never kind of across any crashes or anything. Like I have much more mods than you have. Like I think you only had the DS fix and the connectivity one on yours, and I have that and various graphic mods. And it hasn't crashed on me. I don't think it's crashed
Well,
on me
I had
once.
problems with the mods too. It would
Yeah,
crash.
that's right. Yeah, like the connectivity ones and that. Yeah, at first, but then luckily it came all right. But the only problem that you had really was the whole kind of two screen kind of thing.
Something with the resolution. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
the
wouldn't-
resolution was seeing two of certain things or whatever.
Well, it was like the game would only fill up maybe 2/3 of the monitor, and then the rest of it was just a really dark, but you can kind of see a faint image of the game behind it.
Right.
And then certain especially water effects, it would create a mirror, so you'd be seeing the world in two double image kind of in the water. So it just got really screwed, really hard to play in any area that had a lot of water. So basically, when you have to use that mod in order to play co-op with who you want to play with. Unfortunately, so I had to just deal with that for a while until I got to a certain point, and then I just played by myself the whole time after that.
Which is probably what? Yeah, roughly about halfway through the game, maybe about a third of
I think
the
so.
game.
Yeah.
It's pretty much. I think it's after we defeated you defeated a Smaug and Ornstein, where I helped you with it, and I think that's pretty much the last time we played together. Then.
Right, but I think I had done some stuff by myself in between.
Yeah.
Because we played. I played by myself at the beginning for a while until I got to the Darkroot Garden, I think. And then that's when we fought Sif, and I just did nothing, and you just fought him by yourself.
Yeah.
And then the Moonlight Butterfly too, which I didn't even. You just kind of destroyed. And we also summoned that Beatrice too.
Yeah, actually had the rage attacks and pretty much we annihilated the butterfly then.
Yep. And then I think we didn't play for a while, and then I got to small. Oh, we did end Orlando though. Yeah, we did that.
Yeah,
and then
that's
I
right,
helped.
you
I helped
with
you.
the-
I played in your game. I played with. We fought Smaug and Ornstein. And then later on, I tried to do it by myself, and I asked for your help, and then that was it. After that, I didn't We didn't play again.
You didn't need my help because you.
We did do the paint. We did the painted world, but I don't think we did. There was just that one like dragon that we fought. That's
yeah, that's right. That's right. That's the painted world was the last time we played. Yeah, that's right.
But we didn't fight Priscilla in that.
I did though in my game, but not together.
I eventually did, but not until like the very very end.
Yeah, was you probably killed her in like 2 hits or something?
Well, the hardest part was that you couldn't see her.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So, but yeah, I killed her in like 3 hits or something. So yeah, I really enjoy Dark Souls. I'm shocked that I'm saying that because
that was the same way with me back in 2011. Like when basically it was my second favorite game of that year. But looking back on it, it's actually probably my true favorite game of 2011 though. But that was the same thing with me. It's like, oh my goodness, I don't know how I actually loving this game as much as I thought, but I was completely surprised by how much I liked that game.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, if you'd have told me a year ago that I'd be playing Dark Souls and I would have finished it, I would say you're crazy.
Yeah.
I think if it wasn't for Vinny doing the Load Our Last Souls on Giant Bomb, and then you guys kind of like saying, hey, we should play Dark Souls and stuff, even though you didn't actually play it with Dennis.
Yeah.
That got me into interested in trying it out. I mean, I did rent it on like PS3 once, probably like at least 6 months ago, and I got up to I don't know, I was somewhere in the Undeadburg, like basically at the first bonfire there, and I just kept on dying constantly, and I just like, oh yeah, this isn't any fun, so I just returned it.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't really know what I was doing at all, But yeah, I think thanks to Vinny's playthrough, like I kind of knew how to play the game from watching him, especially what to do with like certain boss fights. But yeah, if you're curious, I was a pyromancer and I went all strength, just like Vinny did. Like I finished the game with 40 strength, 40 endurance, 40 vitality, and I didn't put any points into anything other than I got my dexterity up to 22 just so I could equip I think the Great Knight or the Black Knight Great Axe I think needed 22 dex maybe. Mm-hmm. But that's what I used for most of the game. I started out with like hand axe or whatever, and then you told me about the Drake Sword trick exploit thing. So I used that for quite a while. Up till I got to a point where the Drake Sword wasn't cutting it, and I needed something else.
Yeah, like it's kind of like a beginner's weapon to use for a good bit, like the first sort of chunk of the game, though. But then it becomes a point where it's like really weak, though. Because also the fact is, well, though, you need to get dragon scales for it. That's the only way to increase it, and they cost, and also whenever you get them as well, it costs like 10,000 souls to increase it. The +1 as well, the +1 as well, which is like especially during that early part of the game, it's like ridiculous because you need to sort of grind a good bit to farm for souls.
Yep. So you told me about the Gravelord sword and showed me kind of where to get it when we were playing in the catacombs. And so I went and got that in my game because we couldn't do it when you were playing because you can't join a covenant when somebody's in your world. So I got that and I used that for quite a while. But then eventually I kind of wanted to try something else because it's like a little slow. But I do like the thrusting attack that it has, and like the toxic. But I think that only works when you're two-handing it. And I really wanted to get the Black Knight Halberd, which is what Vinny started using in his game. He eventually switched to the Man Serpent Greatsword. But none of the Black Knights would drop it that I fought. So I think it was because the Black Knights would like fall off the cliff and like you get nothing when they do that. That's the problem, I think. That's why they didn't drop it.
That sucks.
But I did get a Black Knight Great Axe, and I figured, well, maybe I'll try this because I watched some videos on like good weapons and stuff on YouTube, and that was there was a guy who was comparing all the different Black Knight weapons, and he said that was his favorite, especially because of the two-handed attacks. So I decided to try out that, and it did like way more damage than the Gravelord sword, even at Gravelord sword +5 compared to Black Knight Great Axe +5, it does a lot more. So I used that for like the last probably I don't know, more than a third, I guess. Maybe not quite a half, but definitely the last part of the game. Like I think I fought all the 4 Lord Soul, the bosses that you need for the Lord Souls with the Black Knight Great Axe, and I really do like it. And so once I finally got to the very end of the game, I farmed the Black Knights that respawn in the kiln of the first flame until I finally got it. And it was kind of funny because I only had, I think, 3 or 4 homeward bones left. And what I would do is I'd go down, because there's only one Black Knight in there that has a halberd. Oh, that's what I was calling it. And I was even using that silver serpent ring that would increase your drop rate. And it wouldn't drop. Like, it wouldn't drop, and I was getting a little frustrated. So I was down to my last homeward bone. I was like, okay, if I don't get it here, then I'm going to have to run all the way back to the frickin' bonfire. But luckily, it dropped. So I used my last homeward bone after I picked it up, and it was kind of nice because I had enough Twinkling Titanite to upgrade it to 5 right away, to +5. So I did that, and I tried it out, and it's got better reach than the Great Axe, and it's quicker, but it doesn't do quite as much damage. And the attacks are different too, But I think if I do continue playing a New Game Plus, I'll probably try that for a while and see how it goes. What I do want to do is increase my strength to like 50, so I can use the Havel's Great Shield, because that thing has like massive poise and good physical defense. And so yeah, I did everything. I did all the DLC. Fought all the bosses in the secret boss, or whatever you want to call it, the Calamite. Did that, and I did pretty well. I mean, I didn't have any huge trouble with any certain boss like Vinny did with Artorias, where we spent like an hour fighting him. I think I beat him on my like 3rd or 4th try. What I would do is I'd switch between either like a super defense, like strength method, like you wear super heavy armor with high defense, or I would switch to something that was more agile, like lighter armor, so I could roll a lot. Like depending on the boss, like for Artorias, I think you just have to use mobile armor, like because you need to roll away like constantly, because he just comes at you like crazy. Like you can block like a certain amount of his attacks, but eventually you just run out of stamina. He'll just stagger you, and that's a problem. So I tried that out, just rolling away a lot, and I used a Grass Crest Shield, so that because it increases your stamina recovery rate.
Yep.
And that helps a lot. So I did pretty well on him. I thought for sure I was going to have a lot of trouble after watching Vinny fight him, and I managed to finish him off on like in the 3rd or 4th try. Like each time I would hit him, what I would do is I'd roll out of the way, and then I'd immediately hit, like your attack button. And what you do with the Black Knight Great Axe is you roll, hit the attack, and he does like a 360-degree swinging attack. So it kind of doesn't really matter where Artorias is, as long as you're close enough to him, you'll hit him. And it does like I was doing like close to 500 damage with that. So I would just hit him once, and then sometimes I would get greedy and try to hit him again, and then occasionally I would, or otherwise I would just roll out of the way right away. But I think the toughest boss that I've in the game, I think, is either Artorias or Manus. Manus is another one where I went with a more mobile setup, like so I could have enough. So I didn't want to be over encumbered, so that my roll was really slow. And that one you kind of have to learn his patterns, like especially him. I recommend using the Cleansing Great Shield, which is what you get from saving Sif right before you go into that boss fight, because it has really high magic defense, and that helps a lot when Manus uses his dark magic attacks. But yeah, I was really excited when I beat him, because I was like. It's getting to the point where I was like on my 4th or 5th try. I was like, "Oh man, I don't want to end up fighting this guy for an hour." But finally finished him off, and I was happy there. So as far as like the main game, I don't. For the most difficult boss, Well, it definitely wasn't the Four Kings for me.
Fuck you.
God, who was? I don't know.
Nito.
The problem with Nito is like once you knew how to fight him, it was pretty easy. Because what I was initially doing is trying to just go head on, running at him, and not guns blazing, but that kind of thing. The problem with him is those skeletons that are around him, and they respawn if you don't have a divine weapon. So I didn't know that until after like my fourth or fifth try fighting him. But once I did that, I took a Lucerne, which is like a halberd type weapon, upgraded that, and I got it up to a divine Lucerne, like plus 9 or 10, and then I used that and I took out the skeletons, like the smaller ones that are right at the beginning when you drop in there. And I took those out, and then I actually had watched a video on YouTube to see what kind of strategy people use for Gravelord Nito, and one guy was recommending that you stay on the right side. There's kind of like it's kind of like two lanes, and there's like a wall in between. If you go to the left side, that's where those big giant skeletons are. Like those those can just destroy you if you get ganged up on by those guys. So kind of stay on the right side. So that's what I did, and I tried not to go too far into the back of that lane on the right side, and just fought Nito kind of like right in that first starting area, right where you drop in, pretty much. And that was pretty easy once I took out those little skeletons there. So, but yeah, I beat Four Kings on my first try, which I was surprised by. I wasn't expecting that. I really didn't have any trouble with them at all. I would just like the one attack he does when you're far away is that like magic. I don't know what you call it. It's like he swings his sword and like this big beam of light, like a long beam of whatever magic comes at you, and you dodge that, and then once I got up to him, I would just strafe like around him, trying to get behind him constantly, and that worked for me. And I was two-handing my weapon. I would just go at him as I was being really offensive with him. So
yeah, that's probably the thing. You probably killed each of them pretty quickly though, because if you take too long, then like another one's going to come up.
Yeah,
they're going to come up and like gang on you.
Yeah, so that's what I was trying to do. Yeah, I didn't really have any trouble with him. So I guess I got lucky because I didn't get grabbed by his throwing attack or whatever it was, and he didn't really do his like area of effect attack, whatever that he does.
Yeah, like his screaming attack or something like that.
Yeah, I don't think he did that at all. Maybe because I beat him quick enough. I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
So, yeah, and like by the time I finished the DLC, going back to the main game and fighting the last boss, and actually I hadn't done Priscilla or Gwendolyn, Dark Sun Gwendolyn then at that point yet, so I fought those guys too and beat all of them on the first try. They weren't hard at all. I think just because I was so high level at that point. The last boss was a little tricky. Like I got to the point where I was almost dead once or twice, and I thought for sure I was gonna die, but luckily I rolled out of the way far enough that I could drink my flask and recover health, and I just went offensive on him too. I would two-handed my axe and I kept on attacking him because you can stagger him, so that helps.
Yeah, he's probably yeah. Welcome to the I beat Gwyn first try club.
Yeah. Yeah, I did some farming for souls and to level up. Like I wanted to get my stats up to 40, my vitality, endurance, and strength up to 40. So that's what I did. There's a part in the painted world that I really recommend for farming. It might be a little difficult depending on what like character you are. What I would do is basically there's the one bonfire in the game, and as soon as you go forward, there's like those little undead creatures, whatever they are. Take those guys out. There's one that comes running at you right away, and then there's two more that'll come out to the right. Take those guys out, and then you keep on going forward, and then there's this like big statue that's surrounded by phalanxes, they're called. Like these big blob things that have like a spear and a shield. There's a whole bunch of them. And each one of them gives you like 600 and some souls, and then if you have you can equip your ring to get extra souls. I think you get like 880 or something. And if you're a pyromancer, and if you have a magic attack that damages like more than one enemy. Like I use the Chaos Firestorm, which is what you get for donating 30 humanity to what's her name? I know she's like the sister of Quelaag, the Spider Lady. She's like a covenant leader. So if you donate 30 humanity to her, and join the covenant and donate 30 humanity, then you get that spell, and it's really powerful. It takes up 2 slots. So what I would do is just run up to the phalanxes, cast the spell right away, and then it does take a while. It's kind of like a slow casting spell, but once you cast it, it's like these big, huge fire beams like that shoot up all over the place. You can take out like most of them, maybe not all of them, but most of the phalanxes in like one hit. And then once you do that, just go clean up with your weapon, take out the rest, and then run back to the bonfire, which is really close, and then just rest and respawn and do it over and over. And you get about 10,000 souls per run. And it's really quick. It doesn't take very long at all to do that. So I highly recommend, if you are playing the game and you want to find a farming spot, or if you're new to the game, once you get to Anne Orlando and you get to the Painted World, I recommend that very much. There's other methods people have recommended, like in the Tomb of the Giants. There's that area with all like the pinwheel guys and then those like baby skeletons that constantly respawn. You don't have to go to a bonfire. You could do that. I think that might be good for farming humanity too. My issue with those guys is that they come out like they respawn, like it's really random where they spawn. It's not like it's one spot every time, and they can gang up on you and like sneak up on you even pretty quickly. So if you're not careful, like the thing with the phalanx thing is you don't even have to really be careful. Just run up to them and cast the attack, and then boom, you have kill most of them in one hit. And there's this bonfire nearby anyway, so you can just, if you die for whatever reason, you can recover pretty easy. So yeah, I really enjoy Dark Souls. I pre-ordered Dark Souls 2. Really looking forward to that. It sounds like that's probably the best time to play that type of game because nobody knows anything and everybody's kind of figuring everything out at the same time.
Yeah.
Kind of like Fez, I guess, when that first came out.
Yeah, I never played Fez when it came out though, and like even after the whole thing came out, like even when I played it though, I didn't really see the appeal of that game, to be honest. Anyway,
no.
Maybe because, and also I don't really think too much of the actual developer either. Even if he is Canadian. Sorry, Dennis.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to Dark Souls 2. I'll be getting it on 360. Mainly because I don't like the PS3 controller. I don't like the triggers, the R2 and L2.
I just heard my name when I came back. What was going on?
No, I just said about Phil Fish, and when he's Canadian, and just said sorry, Dennis.
Oh well. It's alright.
He gives you guys a bad name.
We don't really mind him. We don't really mind him.
We just ignore him.
Yeah, we just ignore him.
So yeah, I finished Dark Souls in 52 hours, and I was level 102, I think.
Damn.
102 or 104. So
high level.
I did a bunch of grinding towards the end there. Actually, before the DLC, I did when I did the grinding mostly. So.
Yeah, I'll probably do that myself though once I get through the Tomb of the Giants and go back there then. Because I got just to say get that ring, the Silver Serpent ring. Cause that's what I'm doing at the moment though. That's where I'm at the moment. Tomb of the Giants, about to face Nito and see if I can do it first time. Beat it first time, like I did first time through.
Yeah. You got a divine weapon?
Yes. But I think I need to increase it a bit more because it's a divine spear.
Divine.
Plus 2 or 3, which would probably be nothing. But nah, I don't know. Great save, mate. Be alright. Don't have to wait and see anyway.
Yeah.
Like I said, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to ask Dennis if he's going to play Dark Souls or not.
I sincerely doubt it.
I don't know. Maybe one day I will. After watching all those videos.
I'd played with you. I'd played any time if you can get your. It was just the problem was every time it loaded up for you, it just crashed.
Yeah, exactly. I'd have to
It's got to be some setting in the
Yeah.
mod.
uninstall, reinstall, maybe. I don't know. I'll have to.
Because it would do that if I was messing around with the resolution settings to try and fix that, and certain settings would make it crash.
Hmm.
I'd boot it up and they would crash. So maybe you have to just kind of fiddle around with that.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe that would be the solution to that.
So
Yeah, maybe I'll start
yeah,
it
I
up.
really. Go ahead.
No, sorry, man. Maybe I'll start it up. I want to finish Dragon Age, like at least the main quest, because I think there's a shitload of DLC. So I don't know if I'll go through all the DLCs.
There is.
But we'll see.
And the expansion as well, Awakening.
Yeah, Awakening the expansion. So yeah, I'll have to go through a whole lot more Dragon Age. So we'll see.
Yeah.
It's a pretty long game though if you go
Yeah.
around and do
Yeah.
the side quests.
Yeah, I haven't done all the side quests because already it's pretty. I find it pretty long. So yeah, I'm just if there's a side quest that can be done quickly, I'll do it. But besides that, if it's something have to go around and pick up some stuff or find some stuff or whatever, I'll just let it be and not like I have a ton of side quests in my thing. So I don't know. Maybe I'll do some. Maybe I won't. We'll see.
Yeah.
It's a very long.
I just
game.
want to say one final thing about Dark Souls.
Go ahead.
Like the reason I like the game is I really like the look of the game. I like the environments. I like the boss battles as well as like the regular enemies. I like all the armor design and the weapon design, and all weapons have different attacks. I like all the different loot, and music is okay. I guess I'm not too fond of
You don't
music.
really
There's
like
not a
it.
whole lot of music in it anyway, though. It's just mainly for
just
boss
like the
battles.
boss fights, right? And it's like it reminds me of like an old school like Nintendo game, like you like in the original like Mario Brothers, for example, you like retry a level until you know how to beat it, or like old Sonic, or anything like that, like an old game that's
Mm-hmm.
it's not easy. You just kind of have to like know
Go through
know
emotions.
the patterns, know where to go.
Yeah.
And then once you finally beat it, it's like a rewarding. It's like a feeling of a sense of accomplishment. Like, oh man, I just beat Manus. Holy shit, that's awesome.
Yeah.
It's like you don't get a whole lot. I mean, you get like his soul. You can make like a weapon and stuff from it, but it's just that sense of like accomplishment. Like that's
exactly.
that's what I like about it.
That's one of the reasons why I absolutely loved it myself, though. Especially when I fucking finally beat the Four Kings and during my first playthrough. I was like, yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what I did. Like when I beat Manus, I was like, "Fuck yes!" Like I like screamed it out loud.
Yeah.
Even though I was by myself, it was So it's like that's kind of like why you play it. It's like enjoyable game and then rewarding rewarding challenge.
And the thing as well, that game sort of seemed to be sprang up in popularity again as well. I think probably thanks to like some maybe that Lord of Lost Souls and other people playing again and streaming
Yeah, a lot of
as well.
streaming. Yeah.
And also probably because the fact is the second one's coming out soon as well.
Yeah.
Which it's my most anticipated game of the year though. I honestly cannot wait for the second one. Actually, there was I actually watched a bit of there's actually a guy on seen a video of a guy like talking about his thoughts on the beta that happened a few months ago, and it showed some beta footage though, and it looks like Dark Souls.
Yeah, I did watch some, and I think the general consensus is that it's easier than Dark Souls 1. But that could be just because of the beta, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna like as much of it as if it's gonna be easier though, because that was one of the things I liked about the first game, because it was hard, but rewarding as well. Like once you get past certain tricky parts that sort of just really clenching your teeth, just trying to get past this part and trying to beat this boss for the flipping, trying to beat him, flipping waste numerous times on him, flipping Four Kings and Smaug and Ornstein were probably the two for me.
Oh yeah,
during my first playthrough.
That's that's the hardest boss in the game. It's Smaug and Ornstein for sure.
Because it's 2-on-1, and the fact is Smaug is pretty slow though, but he whacked. But Ornstein he's pretty.
He's fast and he has massive long reach.
Yeah, he could just sit bop to you and just fucking hit you. Especially when he turns if you kill Smaug first as well, and once he becomes Jad, and beware of that flipping stab attack. He just grabs you and just like stabs you and like holds you in the air and just shoots you with lightning, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if you beat Ornstein first, it's a lot easier because Smaug doesn't get giant. He gets like lightning added to his hammer and that's it.
Yeah, that's I forget what he's like though, but like that's when I did first playthrough though, when I killed Ornstein first and killed Smaug, because he's like had one of the best armors in the game, even though you go really slow though. But there was pretty much very high defense and that there. And
that's why I wanted your help, because I wanted to get Ornstein's armor basically.
Yeah, okay.
I probably could have done it on my own if I beat Ornstein first, because I don't think Smaug is really all that difficult. So.
But you just get Smaug's armor though, which is like very high defense.
Yeah.
But you look like Smaug, and he looks really ugly, and you go really slow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Like if you wear Go's armor or Goh or whatever how you pronounce it from the DLC, you turn into like this short guy.
Alright,
like you're super
that's
short.
really good.
It's funny.
I'm really looking forward to playing the DLC though, because other than like getting the opposite to tutorials, everything past that will be completely new to me.
Yeah.
And I've never looked at that. I know what I've seen like the Manus and the Calamite fights now. Like I've seen like bits of them though, but I haven't seen any like sort of areas between that now, pretty much. So everything there will be completely new to me. But I say I want to get to Tomb of the Giants first, and then go back and farm a bit, and then I'll probably do all like the Lord stuff first, and then I'll probably do the DLC after that before hitting the final area.
Yeah.
But yeah, you could show that me and Derek absolutely love Dark Souls.
Yeah, I'm surprised too. I'm really honestly surprised.
It's my third favorite game of the generation, and I can easily play that game flipping like anytime, anywhere. Like I'm playing through the game though, and it still flipping kicks my ass at places though, but I still love it all the same. So Dennis, if you ever do get around to playing it though, if you ever say, you know, I'm going to try this, and hopefully if you can get that sort of the thing to not crash on you, hit me up, and I'll be ready for you.
Can you, if you're in like the New Game Plus, can you go back and play with somebody that's on the first playthrough? Probably not. Huh?
No, because you need to be because it's the level. Remember the soul levels thing?
Oh yeah, that's right.
You have to be between like 10%. So we couldn't play each other because I'm only level. You're like 102 and I'm like level 70, so 71. So unfortunately, that's crap thing though.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to be any different now in Dark Souls 2 now. I don't know what's going to be the changes though. We're looking forward to seeing what they are.
Cool. So, anything else on your parts, fellas?
No, I think Derek's talked right about Dark Souls. He went on for like 10 minutes while you were away talking about his experience with the game, which I listened to with very much interest because, as I said, don't really mind anyone talking about that game. If everyone talks shit about that game, I'll give them flack. Nah, I'll give them shit for it. Nah. So a lot of people out there are not fussed in Dark Souls whatsoever, like Jeff.
Yeah.
He doesn't like a lot of things.
Yeah.
He seems to like gameplay.
He's really he's got a weird I don't know what you call it. Like the things he likes, it's really random. Like there's no like
it's very niche stuff,
you know.
Yeah, he likes Trackmania.
Yeah.
Which I think no one else in that team is interested in.
Yeah.
Whatsoever.
And he freaking loves that game, that ball game that they always play. What is it called again?
Windjammer. Well,
Windjammer.
Looks like it's pretty fun though.
Yeah.
And he liked Dive Kick as well.
Oh yeah, he loved Dive Kick. Surprised it's not in his top 10.
And Anti-Chamber. Both of them were in his top 10.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the Dive Kick is in his top 10?
Yeah, Dive Kick was in his top 10.
Okay. Did people even play Dive Kick besides him?
Yes, I think there's a few people played it though.
Okay.
I have no interest.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
Zero interest in that game.
It seems like you have to be into fighting games to enjoy that game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many like references to things.
Mm-hmm.
Not just the game, but like the community, like all these people. It's like,
Yeah.
you're like, who are you? Like,
Yeah.
you know, you hear Jeff talking about all the references and like, oh, this is this and this is that. It's like, okay,
I didn't get that at all.
does nothing for me. So
Yeah. Doesn't mean a whole lot.
yeah,
Did you listen to you listened to all of the Game of Year podcasts, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
Yeah. So did I. Yeah, there's a few of the nominations and winners I necessarily didn't really agree with, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Like best music.
Yeah, and they didn't.
With
They,
some of the
like, there's
nominations
a lot of
there.
games they didn't even mention. Period.
Yeah, because it probably played nothing. Like Ni no Kuni was like mentioned for thing though, but like it wasn't mentioned for best music. Don't even think it came out
No.
whatsoever. It's like, what the hell's that about? That's better than flipping GTA 5 in my honest opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they didn't reference Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon either for best music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Even though they all played it, I think. So
Yeah, I think they did. I think they did all play, but yeah, it's probably one of the music probably wasn't that great for them if they didn't fucking
I don't
bring
know.
out whatsoever.
Exactly.
Might have been on our like long list or so, like at the start though, before like they went down to the short list there, but
They probably just
cut.
forgot or something.
Yeah,
Maybe.
probably they forgot a lot of stuff though.
Yeah.
Wasn't surprised with their number one whatsoever. I knew that was coming. I
Yeah.
knew it was. Yeah, it was pretty much a foregone conclusion. I was happy though with number two though. I was surprised they got that high. I thought it'd been in the bottom half, to be honest.
What was the number 2? Zelda?
Zelda, yeah.
Okay.
And
Okay.
Dota 2 got in the top 10 just for Brad and how.
Yeah. Brad and the Ian and the rest of the guys, Kessler, who play with Brad. So,
Yeah.
whatever. Doesn't really matter.
Now that's definitely a game like I'll never try, even though I downloaded it though. But like I played the tutorial, but like yeah, I'm like looking at it, yeah, no, not my game.
I have it. I have it in my list of my list of games of on Steam, but I never even started it up or whatever. So.
You already have it installed, like download and installed.
Yeah. No, I don't have it installed. No, I have it on my.
Oh, you just
On
have
my
it on your
list,
list.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Somebody gifted it to me, I think. Well, it's free, right?
You gifted a free game.
Yeah, gifted a free
Yeah,
game.
but this,
to
I
me.
think this is before it was properly released,
Yeah.
though, where the only way you can get it was through an invite.
Yeah, I've got.
Oh, okay.
I had it way before everybody started playing that game, so I've had it for a long time now. So never even tried it. Not interested at all.
Yeah, me either.
So yeah, well, I think that's pretty much it. That's pretty much what I have to say. What about you guys? Nothing to add.
Nope.
I don't think there is. No,
No.
I think we've talked all we want to talk about though. Like
Nope.
me and you should do not a wrestling podcast, I guess.
Yeah, we should do one probably. When you want, when you're available. I'm pretty much always available. So that's
Probably after the Royal Rumble, I guess.
yeah, maybe wait until that passes. That's when 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Or I could sort of talk about Royal Rumble stuff, history of it or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah,
Favorite Royal Rumble matches or something, because yeah, I really like Royal Rumble's my favorite match of the year.
of course.
Like
Yeah.
in terms of like I'm really looking forward to enjoy. Last year's I didn't really think too much of, to be honest. So
Mhm.
it
That's
didn't
just
look-
a surprise
all that
entrance
great.
that will.
Yeah, that's always the thing though, and I always like it when there's like loads of people in the ring as well.
Mhm.
I just like that though. That's why some of my favorites are when there's like 98's one of my favorites. Even
Yeah.
though now people don't really remember that one though, but I really liked it because there's like loads of wrestlers in the ring, and some of the mid 2000 ones are the same way.
Yeah. Like not someone comes out and gets eliminated up right away, and not that type of stuff. It's better when there's like 20 people in the ring at the same time. Or something.
Well, I don't think there's ever been 20 people though, but like it's like when it's like more than 5 at least anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool. We'll see. I know Batista's coming back, and MVP supposed to.
Should I just go so you guys can talk about wrestling?
No, we're not going to talk. We're going to end this.
Yeah, we're not going for another 30 minutes now.
No.
Derek, don't worry. We're not going to bore you to death now. Like we did with Dark Souls with Dennis.
I
At
wasn't
least
bored. I
that's
wasn't
video
here.
Yeah, you're.
So, nah. Well, we won't talk too much about wrestling. We'll keep that for the wrestling podcast somewhere down the line. So, yeah, I guess that's it. Nothing more to add, I guess. And my laundry's done, if you can hear the little bell going off in the distance. So I have to
Okay.
get rid of
Yep.
get my laundry done. So, all right. So thank you for listening, everybody, and you can follow us as usual on Twitter. I'm DBoyDem.
I'm DowM85.
I'm Gigastorm Z.
And there's United Gamedom that you can follow on Twitter also. That's pretty much the YouTube channel, of course. There's a YouTube channel for United Gamedom, and I haven't streamed in I don't know how long, so not really.
Stream some Dragon Age.
I could stream some Dragon Age, yeah. I'd have to fix it up so I can stream it. Probably do that. I don't know, maybe today or next weekend. We'll see. We'll see how I feel.
I might try and start streaming this year, I guess. I don't know, I might.
Yeah,
Stream Dark Souls.
yeah. Like everybody else.
Yeah.
Stream some Dark Souls like everybody. Yeah, well, anything else to mention? I said Twitter. I keep forgetting.
No,
Is there
yeah,
something
you mentioned everything, like, just, like, yeah, everything, yeah.
else? All right.
Twitter and YouTube and iTunes, but, like, iTunes stuff is on YouTube anyway, so.
Yeah, you can check it out there, our channel. So I guess that's it. Thank you for listening. We'll try to do one of these every month. So try to
Yeah, that's probably the right position to do so, rather than every week, because
yeah. Every week we just run out of stuff to do and not really interested in doing one every week. So like we used to do. So we'll try to keep it to a month.
because you don't want to talk about news and for like an hour and a half like we did.
Yeah.
With 50 news stories,
Yeah.
because to a point that just got really boring.
Yep, I agree. Some people like that segment, but we just found it to be getting really boring really fast, so we stopped doing it. So, yeah, I guess that's it. So, thanks for listening, everybody, and we'll see you next month. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.